The film begins inside a prison, where a girl named Needy is shown as a violent and unstable inmate. When a staff member tells her to eat properly to keep her energy up, Needy suddenly attacks them. As punishment, she is thrown into a cell. While sitting there, Needy starts narrating her story as the scene shifts to her hometown, a place called Devil's Kettle. She explains that despite the creepy name, it's actually named after a strange waterfall. The waterfall is unusual because the water flows into a deep hole. Even scientists have tested it by throwing objects into it, but nothing has ever resurfaced, making people believe it could lead to another dimension or just be extremely deep. In the next scene, a girl named Jennifer is shown lying on bed. She looks pale and weak, while Needy watches her from a window with anger and tension. Needy then narrates that just 2 months ago, everything was normal. She, Jennifer, and her boyfriend Chip were just regular high school students, nothing unusual. Back then, Needy and Jennifer were very close since childhood, almost like sisters. Even though people found it strange that Jennifer and Needy are besties. The scene then shifts to their school hallway. Jennifer excitedly tells Needy that they are going out that night to see a band called Low Shoulder perform at Melody Lane. She talks about how attractive the lead singer is and tries to convince Needy to come along. At first, Needy hesitates because she already promised to spend time with her boyfriend Chip, but Jennifer pushes her until she finally agrees. Jennifer then tells her she'll pick her up at 8:30 and reminds her to dress nicely. That night, Jennifer arrives to pick up Needy, and Chip is there with her. Chip immediately starts complaining, saying Melody Lane isn't even a proper club. It's more like a boring bar. Jennifer mocks him and calls him jealous because he's not invited. Chip denies it, saying the place is disgusting. Jennifer continues teasing him, and the two argue playfully. As Jennifer and Needy leave together, Chip tells Jennifer to stop kidnapping his girlfriend. Once they arrive, Needy narrates that Chip was actually right. Melody Lane is nothing like a real club. At the bar, Jennifer notices the band Low Shoulder and confidently walks up to them. She introduces herself to the lead singer, Nikolai, who introduces his band. Jennifer flirts with him, clearly impressed, while Needy asks why they would come all the way to a place like Devil's Kettle. Nikolai gives a fake, polite answer about wanting to connect with fans in smaller towns. Excited, Jennifer offers to buy him a drink and walks away. Nikolai talks privately with his bandmate Dirk, revealing his true intentions. He says that in towns like this, there's always a girl like Jennifer, someone who looks confident but is actually innocent. He assumes Jennifer is a virgin and implies they are targeting her for that reason. Needy overhears this conversation and gets angry. She confronts them, defending Jennifer and calling them creeps. In her anger, she also confirms that Jennifer is a virgin, which is exactly what they were trying to find out. Then she goes back and warns Jennifer, telling her what she just heard. But instead of being concerned, Jennifer doesn't care and even seems okay with it, believing the lead singer Nikolai is interested in her. As the band starts performing, suddenly fire breaks out in the bar. Panic spreads quickly as people begin running for their lives. However, Jennifer strangely doesn't seem bothered at all. Realizing the danger, Needy grabs her and manages to escape through a window. Once outside, as chaos continues, Nikolai approaches them, pretending to be concerned that they're safe. He tells them it's dangerous outside and suggests they go somewhere safer, his van. Needy immediately senses something is wrong and refuses, insisting they leave in their own car instead. Despite Needy's desperate attempts to stop her, Jennifer snaps at her and chooses to go with Nikolai. Helpless, Needy watches as Jennifer gets into the van with him, as Nikolai gives off a disturbing and dangerous vibe while driving away with Jennifer. Later that night, Needy reaches home and immediately calls Chip, telling him about the fire at Melody Lane and how Jennifer left with the band. Chip doesn't seem to care much about Jennifer and instead asks whether Needy is safe. Suddenly, there's a knock on the door. Since Needy is alone, she cautiously goes downstairs while Chip is still on the call, but when she opens the door, no one is there. Thinking it was just her imagination, she tells Chip she'll call him later and hangs up. Moments later, she hears the sound of water dripping and walks into the kitchen to turn off the tap. But as she turns around, she is shocked to see Jennifer standing there, covered in blood with a creepy smile. Acting strangely, Jennifer walks to the refrigerator and starts eating raw chicken, only to suddenly vomit black liquid. Terrified, Needy tries to run and call for help, but Jennifer quickly pins her against the wall. Jennifer then tries to bite Needy on the neck, but suddenly leaves the house, leaving Needy shaken and confused. The next day at school, Needy sees Jennifer looking completely normal. Jennifer casually greets her and acts like everything is fine. Shocked, Needy tries to remind her about what happened the previous night, but Jennifer brushes it off, saying Needy always overreacts. When Needy brings up the fire and the people who died, Jennifer shows no sympathy at all and coldly says it doesn't matter. Confused, Needy questions what's wrong with her. Deep down, Needy knows what she saw was real. She had spent the whole night cleaning her vomit from her house. Trying to prove it, she shows Jennifer her nail turning black from the after cleaning. But instead of reacting seriously, Jennifer mocks her again. At school, their teacher, Mr. Roblewski, talks about the tragic fire at Melody Lane, calling it a dark day for Devil's Kettle and mourning the loss of 8 students. The classroom is filled with sadness as many students cry over their friends. However, Jennifer quietly laughs. Later, Needy tries to explain everything to Chip, telling him that Jennifer came to her house the previous night looking badly injured and acting completely strange. She describes how Jennifer even vomited something horrifying and insists that it felt evil, but Chip doesn't take her seriously. He assumes Jennifer was just affected by the fire, so he doesn't believe Needy, which makes her frustrated. Meanwhile, Jennifer approaches Jonas, pretending to comfort him over Craig's death. She claims she was the last person to talk to Craig and oddly mentions that he thought she and Jonas would make a great couple. Playing with his emotions, she convinces him to come with her into the woods. As they kiss, Jonas notices something is off, and animals begin gathering around them, watching. Jennifer chillingly tells him he'll see his friend Craig very soon. Suddenly, Jennifer reveals her true nature and attacks him. His screams echo through the area, but back at the school, Mr. Roblewski hears the noise and assumes it's just a student crying in grief. However, as the screams continue unnaturally, he begins to sense that something is wrong and slowly heads toward the woods to investigate. Soon after, Mr. Roblewski is horrified to find Jonas's half-eaten body. In the next scene, Needy is at home listening to the radio when a shocking update plays. The band Low Shoulder is being praised as heroes of the fire at Devil's Kettle. According to reports, they supposedly helped people escape the burning bar and risked their own lives. Later that night, Jennifer calls Needy, Jennifer claiming that she's having the best day of her life, while Needy is still shaken by the tragic fire. Jennifer dismisses the incident casually and tells Needy to move on. During the call, Needy gets another call from Chip, who urgently asks Needy to meet him at park. As Needy tells Jennifer she has to go to meet Chip, Jennifer comments about Chip and shows a strange interest in him. Feeling disturbed, Needy quickly ends the call and leaves to meet Chip. At the park, Needy meets Chip, who tells her the police are at Jonas's house. Shocked, Needy learns that Jonas was brutally murdered in the woods, his body torn apart and partially eaten. Needy insists this can't be a coincidence, the fire at the bar and now such a horrific killing happening right after. But Chip doesn't see the connection and tries to brush it off as just bad luck. At school, the students are grieving the loss of Jonas. The tragedy at Melody Lane and his murder are all over the news, becoming the main headlines. Everyone is deeply affected by what happened. However, as time slowly passes, people begin to heal. A month later, Jennifer looks pale and sick. After class, a boy named Colin Gray walks up to Jennifer and asks her out on a date. Jennifer quickly rejects him, saying he is not her type, and Colin starts to leave. Needy tells Jennifer that Colin is actually a nice guy and thinks he is cool. Just as Colin is about to leave, Jennifer suddenly calls him back. She changes her mind and invites him to come over to her house that night and says she will text him her address, and he agrees to come over. Then Chip arrives and Needy gets nervous. She quickly kisses him in a protective way because she is worried that Jennifer might try to flirt with him. Later that night, Chip invites Needy to his house. The two of them start getting close and begin kissing. At the same time, Colin is driving to the address Jennifer sent him. When Colin reaches the location, he notices the street looks abandoned and the houses are empty. Only one house has a light on. It is the one Jennifer told him to come to. Feeling unsure but curious, he goes inside and finds Jennifer there. Colin realizes the house does not really belong to her and questions it. Jennifer calmly tells him that it is their house for the night and tries to kiss him. As they get closer, Colin suddenly notices that Jennifer's eyes change, which scares him. But before he can escape, she violently attacks him and devours him. At the same time, Needy is with Chip, but she suddenly has a terrifying vision. She imagines Jonas and Jennifer as monsters, which deeply scares her. Feeling scared, she immediately rushes out of Chip's house and drives away. While on the road, she suddenly sees Jennifer standing there, covered in blood. Needy quickly turns her car to avoid her. For a moment, she loses control and almost stops driving. But before she can react properly, a wild-looking Jennifer suddenly jumps and lands on the car's windshield. Panicking, Needy drives away as fast as she can until she finally reaches home and starts crying for her best friend. Later, Needy goes to her room to sleep. Suddenly, Jennifer appears and surprises her, which makes Needy very scared. To calm her down, Jennifer kisses Needy, but Needy quickly pulls away. She becomes serious and demands to know what is really going on. At this point, Jennifer starts explaining what happened to her that night after she got into Low Shoulder's van. At first, she thought they were just giving her a ride, but soon she realized something was very wrong. When the van stopped, the boys dragged her out by force. They took her near the waterfall, tied tied her up and started preparing for a ritual. Their leader, Nikolai, began saying strange words. Jennifer explains that they were doing this ritual because they believed it would make them famous and rich. Even though Jennifer begged them to stop and let her go, they did not listen. The situation turned violent and they attacked her, which led to her death. Jennifer says that only remembers waking up and somehow finding her way back to Needy. When she woke up, she felt a strong hunger for human flesh. Even though she was starving, she could not hurt Needy because she cared about her, so she decided to leave. While walking alone that night, she met Ahmet, a foreign exchange student who had also survived the Melody Lane fire. He was lost and scared, and Jennifer pretended to help him, but instead she took him into the woods and killed him to feed her hunger. Jennifer then tells Needy that this is how she became strong. She explains that whenever she is full, she becomes almost impossible to harm. To prove it, she cuts her own hand and shows that it heals instantly. But she also warns that when she is hungry, she becomes very weak. Needy is shocked and questions her about the blood and her strange behavior, but Jennifer avoids giving clear answers and instead tries to make Needy feel like she is overthinking. When Needy finally tells her to leave, Jennifer tries to stay and act normal like before. But when Needy refuses, Jennifer simply jumps out of the window and disappears. The next day, Needy goes to Colin's funeral. As she stands there, she quietly realizes the truth. She remembers seeing Jennifer covered in blood the previous night and understands that Jennifer was the one who killed Colin. Shaken by this, Needy goes to the library and starts reading about dark rituals and learns about the kind of ritual Low Shoulder performed on Jennifer. At school, Needy talks to Chip and tells him that Jennifer is not just a normal bad person, but something truly evil. She shows him a book from the library and explains a ritual called demonic transference. She says that when someone tries to sacrifice a girl who is not actually a virgin, the ritual goes wrong. Instead, the people performing it can still get what they wanted: success, fame, and money. But due to a failed ritual, a demon enters the girl's body. Needy explains that this is what happened to Jennifer. The band tried to sacrifice her, but because she was not a virgin, the ritual failed and turned her into something dangerous. Now the demon inside her forces her to eat human flesh to stay strong. When she feeds, she becomes powerful and beautiful, but when she is hungry, she becomes weak and unstable. She warns Chip that Jennifer is killing boys and that the upcoming school dance will be dangerous because it will give Jennifer many victims. However, Chip struggles to believe her. He thinks Needy needs help and cannot accept what she is saying. Needy gets frustrated and realizes he does not understand the danger. In the end, Needy tells Chip she will still go to the dance to keep an eye on Jennifer, but she asks him not to come because it is not safe. She even says they should stay apart for now. Hearing this, Chip walks away. It is now the night of the school dance. As Chip gets ready, his mom gives him pepper spray for protection because of the recent murders. At the same time, Jennifer is shown looking pale and weak again, which means she is starving and needs to feed. Meanwhile, Needy has already arrived at the dance. She is there to keep an eye on Jennifer, but as she looks around, she cannot find Jennifer anywhere. While Chip is walking alone toward the school dance, Jennifer suddenly approaches him and starts manipulating him with lies. She tells him that Needy has been secretly cheating on him with Colin. Confused and hurt, Chip begins to believe her, and Jennifer pretends to care about him and acts like she has feelings for him, convincing him to go with her to make out. At the dance, the band Low Shoulder makes a surprise appearance. As they start performing, Needy feels uneasy watching them. Then, Needy suddenly realizes something is wrong. Both Jennifer and Chip are missing from the dance. Worried, she quickly leaves to search for them. Needy quickly runs to Chip's house. She asks his mom where Chip is. His mom tells her that Chip already left for the dance about 20 minutes ago and went on foot. Needy becomes more anxious and asks which way he went. Chip's mom says that Chip usually takes a shortcut through the park. Hearing this, Needy immediately runs toward the park. Jennifer takes Chip to an abandoned pool and tries to kiss him again, but this time Chip refuses because he truly loves Needy and does not want to betray her. Seeing his hesitation, Jennifer gets angry and pushes him into the empty pool. She then attacks him. At that moment, Needy arrives at the park. She hears Chip calling for help and quickly runs toward the abandoned pool. When she gets inside, she sees Jennifer attacking him. Without thinking, Needy jumps in and pulls Jennifer away from Chip. Chip gives Needy the pepper spray his mom gave him. Needy uses it on Jennifer, which makes her react violently. Jennifer spits out black liquid and starts floating above the pool. Needy helps Chip move away and then faces Jennifer, saying Jennifer was never a good friend, even in the past. Needy Needy questions why Jennifer chose Chip, asking if it was just to hurt her or because Jennifer feels insecure. Jennifer denies this angrily. Their argument turns intense, and Jennifer threatens Needy. As Jennifer moves closer to attack Needy, Chip uses the last of his strength to stab her with a metal bar. Jennifer pulls the bar out of her body, runs away. Then Needy rushes to Chip as he lies on the ground, badly hurt. She holds him, crying, while he struggles to speak. Chip tells her he should have believed her and apologizes for not trusting her. Needy tells him she will get help. She grabs her phone, but it doesn't work because it got wet. With his last strength, he tells Needy that he loves her. Through tears, Needy says she loves him too. Moments later, Chip dies in her arms. Needy breaks down, crying and screaming in pain. Later, Jennifer returns home looking pale, weak, and injured after the fight. At the same time, Needy, now filled with anger and grief over Chip's death, suddenly breaks into Jennifer's room through the window to confront her. Needy attacks Jennifer, blaming her for Chip's death. During the fight, Jennifer bites Needy on the neck. The fight continues, and Needy takes out a box cutter, and using her powers, Jennifer lifts both of them into the air, and they keep fighting. Needy rips off Jennifer's friendship necklace, which distracts her for a moment. Taking this chance, Needy stabs Jennifer straight in the heart, finally killing her. Because of this, Needy is later arrested and sent to prison. The story then moves to the present, where Needy is locked in solitary confinement. It is revealed that because Jennifer bit her, Needy now has some supernatural powers. She uses these powers to escape from prison. After escaping, Needy finds the same knife that Nikolai used during the ritual and takes it with her. She then gets a ride from a stranger and heads toward a concert by Low Shoulder. After the concert, it is revealed that all the band members are mysteriously killed that night. Final scene of Needy calmly walking out of a hotel room, seen through security camera footage after completing her revenge. And the movie ends. And that wraps up Jennifer's Body. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for more chilling movie stories. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.